You're in the darkest moment of your life. The diagnosis is bad, the relationship is over, the world is in chaos. And so you do what countless humans have done for millennia. You send a prayer into the universe. You beg, you bargain, you have faith. You wait for the sign, the miracle, the saving grace. But what if it never comes? What if the heavens are silent? What if the cavalry isn't coming? This isn't a question about atheism. This is a question for the faithful, the hopeful, and the desperate. This is the unthinkable question. What if God doesn't save? Welcome to the channel. I want to be very clear from the start. The question, what if God doesn't save, is not the same as does God exist? Many channels explore that. We are exploring something different. Let's assume for this conversation that there is a God, a higher power, a divine force. The question we're asking is about its role in our suffering. Every major religion and spiritual tradition grapples with the problem of evil. Why do bad things happen to good people? The standard answers involve free will, a divine plan we can't see, or a test of faith. But those answers can feel cold when you're the one suffering, so we're pushing further. We're asking, what if part of the divine plan is non-intervention? What if salvation was never meant to be an external event, but an internal one? What if God's silence isn't a sign of absence, but a profound and terrifying act of trust in us? If God doesn't save, then the entire framework of how we view the world shifts. Let's break down 3 monumental implications. First, radical responsibility. If there is no divine safety net, then the responsibility for this world, for ending suffering, for fighting injustice, for healing the planet falls entirely on us. There's no one to pass the buck to. This is terrifying, but it's also the ultimate empowerment. Our actions, our compassion, our ingenuity become the only saving grace there is. Second, the end of theodicy. We can stop trying to justify why God allows childhood cancer or natural disasters. The question itself changes. It's no longer why did God let this happen? But what will we, as humans, do about it now? The focus shifts from justifying a plan to alleviating pain. And third, meaning is human-made. Without a pre-written divine script, our lives are not about discovering a meaning that's already there. They are about building meaning, brick by brick, through our relationships, our creations, and our struggles. The universe might be indifferent, but we don't have to be. Our love, our art, our courage that becomes the sacred act. So does this mean we abandon faith? Not necessarily. It means we might have to redefine it. Faith could shift from a belief in a God who will save us, to a faith in the potential God placed within us. Faith in the human spirit. Faith in our capacity for love, for reason, for resilience. It becomes a faith not in a miracle from above, but in the miracle of a child's laughter, in the miracle of a scientific breakthrough, in the miracle of forgiveness. Perhaps God's greatest gift wasn't the promise of intervention, but the gift of the tools themselves, consciousness, empathy, and the raw, chaotic, beautiful power to shape our own destiny. The question, what if God doesn't save, is not a door closing. It's a door swinging open to a universe of profound responsibility and even more profound potential. It asks us to stop waiting for a hero and to start becoming the heroes of our own story. This is just the beginning of the conversation. What do you think? Does this idea terrify you or liberate you? Let me know in the comments below. What specific what if should we explore next? If this question resonates with you, subscribe and hit the bell. Because on this channel, we're not afraid to ask the questions that change everything. Thanks for watching.